Marry the best man you can find, regardless of his marital status.
I've never had sex but when I wanted to.
My husband has 7 wives.
Welcome to the Live with Lindy show.
I'm the 6th.
That's what kills regular marriages, being on top of one another.
Alex has always been a controversial person.
Everything they're doing is their own choice.
You think it's a good idea for you to be going to that?
I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for my children.
The relationship between the Joseph wives is stronger and stranger than we thought.
I possess the power to inflame him.
Sometimes I wonder if we're crossing the line here.
He told us all we were going to be widows someday. It's going to be really hard.
All right, we're out of here. Load up.
Last time on iWitness. For the past couple of weeks, we've been living with the Josephs, Alex, his 8 wives, and their 21 children. These polygamists are a pretty strange breed. They're rebellious.
You should be able to marry the best man you can find, regardless of his marital status.
And outspoken.
I've never had sex but when I wanted to. And I doubt that there's very many monogamous wives that can say that.
But now their husband is dying of cancer, and they're pulling together like any family would.
I'm just afraid they're going to tell him the chemo's not working at all, this new treatment, and to forget about it.
But life goes on.
I feel like the Joseph family has really sort of taken us in as almost a member of the family, and that they let us come to all their family gatherings, and today is no exception. It's London's birthday party.
I have to call up Lydia. Hello, sweetie poo.
9 is such a painful age.
Well, I was just wondering, would you happen to mind showing up?
Way before her earliest memory, she had been told that she was very special.
We've always known that London is Alex's 20th child, and Eli is the one she calls Mom. We just didn't realize that Lindy, wife number 7, is actually the one who gave birth to her.
Ugly body parts. They're my fault. Like feet. Oops, you got my feet. Sorry, London. Sitting there washing dishes, and Elizabeth was telling me how she was going to adopt a baby like her brother had done, and I just remember that hitting me really. That's such a stupid idea.
She was so deliberate and on purpose and whatever when she said,
I'm perfectly capable of having a baby, and you don't need to go through all that, and you want one of Alex's, don't you?
you don't have to adopt a foreign child. I've got a beautiful little girl, beautiful little boy. They're all I ever want. I'll have a baby for you.
I had London for a reason, and I didn't want any more kids. You know, she didn't have to worry about me changing my mind.
Can I decorate it any way you want?
Yeah.
That's how it will be.
Everybody else's reaction was, how could you ever give up a child? And you gotta ask Lindy. I don't know what was in her head.
I'm just not a real deep thinker. I don't know that I'm a deep feeler, you know. I mean, it's pretty black and white to me. London was never my baby. London was always, from conception, Elizabeth's baby. So it's really easy to look at it like that.
Let's get the rest of the stuff out of the car. And if I trip over one more thing today, I'm gonna scream.
I'll scream for you.
Lindy's singing tonight at an elder hostel at Waweep, down at the lake.
Oh, so she's not going to be at the party?
Nah.
Is Alex going to be there?
Better, or I'll kill him.
How many people are coming tonight?
You're so good, David. You want to get me going, don't you? I have no idea. I was told it was family. Just family. All of the kids weren't going to be here. I lived my life of having birthday parties. I hate them.
Margaret's house is the party house, and she doesn't seem so happy about that.
My mom told me that I was supposed to come over here.
You're going to stand there and hold it. This is my house, and you're not going to set it down anywhere. So stand there and hold it And I cut it right there, and then I'm shoving everybody out the door.
This is where the party is.
Happy birthday, London.
Hope you have a good day.
Just about every single one of the wives is here. Boudica, Diane, Dawn, Margaret, Eli, and Leslie are all here. The only one they're waiting for now is Alex. It seems everyone's always waiting for Alex. Sick or not, that's just the way he is, and you have to cross the street just to get him out of his house.
Daddy, I came over here to tell you that my party is starting. So, are you coming?
Yeah. Sure.
There you go.
Okay, I'm good, huh?
That was our water. That's the biggest kick out of that.
I'm just about to blow up. Perfectly willing to bring the party to you.
Is Dad coming?
Yeah, probably.
3 times someone had to go and try to pull Alex away from his friends.
Alex, they're not lighting the cake until you get there.
I'm coming.
Ugh. God almighty. Okay,
Mom.
Daddy's gonna be here in a minute. Just a minute, okay?
Party's rocking?
Yep.
Well, I guess I better go, huh?
I think you're the thing that's missing.
Ooh, okay. All right, surrender me a chair. What? No, I got it, buddy.
Probably should do this one before.
Okay, make a wish.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Having a baby for Elizabeth wasn't a problem at all. I feel good about it. I feel good about the gift. I feel good about London. You know, I look at London and say, okay, if it weren't for me, she wouldn't be here. You know, that's a big thing.
She left in her car.
Most time, the Joseph kids bring their moms together, but not always.
I can't really think that dinner got foiled because of 2 little boys' fight.
Since we've been here in Bigwater, one of the things that most of the Josephs have been telling us is that polygamy helps to create a large family and a close family and a strong family.
Oh, she left in her car.
She did?
Something is wrong. David's mother, Bo, invited several of us over for dinner tonight, and now she's nowhere to be found.
Do you know where Mom went?
She probably committed suicide, David. And,
It turns out that Bo got involved in a fight between her son and Lindy's son, Austin. Now it's in their dad's hands. Alex's older daughter, Catherine, knows what that's like.
We were taught when we were young that we always did what you were told. And when we were told to do something, we did it because we knew, if we didn't, we were going to get our butts kicked.
get your butt over here if I come over there and start kicking it. All right, see you in a few minutes. Come on.
The table is set and now it's not.
It's off, right? Dinner's off? Because she invited
Oh,
me.
she left to cool off, okay? And she'll be back.
So I need to see you.
Boudica was very upset by the fight that her son David got into with Lindy's son Austin. So as a result, she was saying that she had no intention of being on camera feeling all uncomfortable like this, so she postponed the dinner.
Mothers should never get involved like that. Because the mothers get mad and then the next day the kids are great friends again, and that's just how it always works.
They know. They know how the game's played. Now listen, I got one rule, and you know what it is. Whose fault is it?
Mine,
How come?
because I'm older.
That's right. So we decided you're wrong, right? You satisfied with that? Okay. But you don't believe it, right? And you saw that Austin, right? When he started smiling, he knew he was wrong. He just knew he was wrong.
This is a family with a lot of kids and a lot of moms, and each mom raises her kids in her own way. But Alex runs the household like a drill sergeant, which isn't surprising. He's been a policeman, he's been a fireman, he's been in the Marines. He's even worked for the U.S. government as a professional coyote killer.
You're being a pouty crybaby, and you're being a horse's ass.
I can't believe it that somebody can do that, man. That a person
cancel a meal at the last moment like that when you've got several people involved?
Well, I just know one thing. Nobody better piss me off the day of Roxana's wedding because I'll just have to call the whole thing off. It just won't be right.
You two guys, apologize to the mother. Got it? Go out there and think of something better to do than fight with one another. Go. I like my kids, and I wish the adults around here were as easy as the kids.
Well, can I get it zipped up, Mindy?
Austin and David's fight seemed par for the course for a family with this many kids. But across the street in Eli and Lindy's house, the mood was very different. Together with London and Lindy's 2 kids, they were all getting ready for a special event they call the Daughters of Diana.
Go ask Lindy. That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to ask Joanna.
Eli started this organization, but I couldn't make heads or tails of it, so I tried to find someone who could explain it to me.
This is Ordinary Hall. We do weddings in here. We do equinox and solstice in here. We also have this thing called Daughters of Diana.
The goddess Diana was the goddess of the moon, so the moon was our emblem.
And it's sort of like an organization of a bunch of girls.
And the moon is also a real emblem of feminism with the dark side and the light side.
We can initiate people to like dark side or stuff like that. Have you heard anything about that?
So, what's dark side?
It's like when a girl becomes a woman, sort of type thing.
And what are you getting the instruction for?
Just becoming a woman and stuff like that.
And I am a warrior.
The relationship between the Joseph wives is stronger and stranger than we thought.
I possess the power to inflame him.
Why do we have to put him on downstairs? My mom bought me a really good pair of nylons. She told me how to put them on. And that's the wrong way. I know. Put them on. I just don't like the other way. Ow! That hurt. London, you should put them on the right way. And they wouldn't hurt.
London and her niece Allie are getting ready for an event we've long been hearing about, the Daughters of Diana. Tonight's events are centered around a girl named Fletcher, who is part of the extended Joseph family, but not someone we know very well. But her initiation into womanhood tonight clearly means a lot to the women we do know.
So this is just Fletcher's special night.
You said you might put makeup on us.
I'll think about it.
She might.
London, you have a whole lot of hair.
I know that.
That's just awesome, I think.
I think it's stupid.
Why?
I don't know, I hate it. It's hard to I have a whole bunch of hair. Do you think?
Do you know how many people pray that they had your hair because it's so thick and it's so pretty? And our whole point is to be good sisters. Just trying to give them some order.
It's not pretty. Yeah, it is.
You don't think that's pretty with your little curls?
Maybe with the curls, but not with that. Actually, she already looks pretty every day, no matter what her hair looks like.
Don't.
Seeing London in her little white eyelet dress reminded me of being that age when I took my first communion. This definitely feels like some kind of coming-of-age ceremony, but it's certainly not of any religion I've ever seen.
The gods acknowledge our demonstration. I shall take flight, Holy Ghost, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Well, Fletcher Marie, you were initiated into the 5th Order in September of 1987. Tonight, you're your own woman.
In polygamous relationships, I think it's too easy to think of only the man at the center of it all. The Daughters of Diana focuses on the women, on what it means to be a mother, a daughter, a sister, or even a sister wife.
I am the cycle that instructs mortality, waxing to fullness, waning to emptiness.
This dark side ceremony was definitely weird.
Enveloping them in a
It felt like a pagan version of a Girl Scout meeting. But it did show me that these women have a special bond with one another that goes well beyond Alex Joseph. Watching them here, I'm starting to be able to see how the family could stay together, even after Alex is gone.
It's a terrible thing to see your body disappear right in front of you. My whole life I've used my body for a battering ram, and I've always thought of it kind of like coiled metal. You know, you hear these horror stories about chemotherapy, and I'm just going to tell you they're true. I took my friction ridges right off my fingers. I got no fingerprints. Those are smooth, see? And I got so irritated with myself, somebody hand me a glass, just go right through my fingers. But I embarrassed myself. I'm dropping glasses in restaurants and orange juice all over the place, you know? But I couldn't hold on to anything. I got more in common with Don Knotts these days than I want to have. And you live with it. Just live with it, because you got no choice. All my hair's falling out. You're gonna get to see me get bald-headed right here in front of your very eyes.
Alex is about to surrender to cancer's telltale sign. And we finally pin down wife number 8, Dawn, Alex's notorious child bride.
We've been seeing some pretty weird stuff here in Big Water, but the truth is, when you're around it long enough, you stop judging it. Then we learned about Dawn.
She moved in as a wife. We signed a contract.
When you were 8 years old?
9.
9?
Yeah.
Apparently, Dawn's father made some kind of arrangement with Alex to marry her when she was 9 years old.
I just knew that I wanted to be a part of this family, and I was given the opportunity to see if I fit in and live with them for a while. I stuck.
They made it sound so innocent, but honestly, it seemed really bizarre.
I want to hear more about Dawn at 9.
What is it, David? What's the problem here?
I'm just trying to get all the facts straight. I want to find out from Dawn, you know,
What was I telling you?
what it was like when you were 9. Being
married to a 45-year-old guy. What was it like?
It wasn't any different than being a kid. That's what I remember. Little, I think when I was little, I wanted to grow up and marry my dad. I was like, I'm gonna marry my dad, but I always thought it was like, when I grow up, I'm gonna marry someone. I couldn't wait till I grew up. You know, it was that simple. I didn't want to wait another 10, 15 years. But I take it you didn't consummate your marriage when you were 9? Oh, hell no. No.
Come on.
I have been a late bloomer. And, no, he had plenty of women to take care of those kind of needs, and that was never a pressure on me, thank God. I would have run screaming.
It's kind of what pro-marriage has done to my head. It's a elasticity that's hard to understand, you know, to be married to a 9-year-old girl, be a widow, be divorced, and be happily married all in the same afternoon. You know, that'll wear you out.
Well, I heard through the grapevine the other day that I've been planning your funeral.
Hey?
Yeah.
You selling tickets? David, you're in luck. We're gonna buzz off our hair. You, me, and Easy. What do you think?
His tenacity for staying alive has kind of amazed me. When the alternative might be so much more comfortable.
Ooh, yeah, it hurts like hell. That's what it does. Is there any money or anything left in those? Well, somebody did. What's this? Did you put the money in here?
I did. Alex's chemo leaves him ornery, very demanding, and scattered. His mind becomes like a ping pong ball. He's just sort of all over the place.
Right, you been laundering money, have you?
For all the discomfort he's feeling, the wives are so accommodating. But sometimes I just feel sorry for what they have to put up with.
Darling, that is me. What are you talking about? It's a big picture like this. What's that? Oh, guess whose hair that is? That's your dad's, huh? A real golden eagle feather. We get my hair done, and we'll put that right in the back with super glue. Huh?
Easy really likes his dad, and he just says that he's so funny and smart and easygoing, and stuff just doesn't upset him much. He just says, my dad has taught me a lot. He said, but Mom, I think the best thing my dad ever did for me was marry you. So that was a nice thing to hear after 25 years of marriage.
Is that comfortable long like that?
Yeah.
Huh? Well, That's kind of the style I'm after, but I think I'd like to have mine a lot shorter.
He tells me 3 wishes. And one of them is that his dad wasn't sick.
Alex's impromptu decision to shave his head bald was a reason for most of the Joseph family to gather together and watch.
Now this is going to be an all-night ordeal, I can tell.
Alex insisted that everyone who had a camera bring one. It looked like he was holding a press conference.
I'll put the mic right here.
Okay, that's great.
See you later, alligator.
There, that's cute.
Let's get it orange and spiked.
And then you can look like my cousin Jeanette.
Yeah.
She's got a mohawk now.
Does she?
Is that?
I like it a little shorter. Could you cut it a little shorter on the front there? You don't think my brain is too large, do you? That's a striking resemblance between me and Sean Connery, don't you think?
Definitely. Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Just remembering all the reasons I just enjoy his company so much and like his brain, like his sense of humor, like him, just like him totally. And I'll really miss him.
Alex's daughter Roxana is getting married, and for the first time, every single one of Alex's 21 children will be in Bigwater.
It'll be the first time ever, if it works.
But more family can also mean more conflict.
You know, you're going to be lucky if you're coming to a wedding instead of a funeral.
We had cameras everywhere and they're stuck in your face.
He really hates cameras in his face.
And in the middle of it all, one wife announces she's leaving.